This is about defending democracy. This is no longer Democrats versus Republicans. What do you want your kids to believe in? There must be give and take.
This is White Flag with Joe Walsh.
So what should Israel do? After that horrific attack over the weekend by Iran, over 300 some drones and missiles and rockets rained upon Israel. 99% of them didn't get through thanks to the brilliant and amazing missile defense technology employed by Israel, the United States, and a number of other allies. But what should Israel do? Iran attacked Israel. Israel has promised to respond. What should they do? I think Israel should shock the world, stun the world, and ignore Iran. Just ignore Iran. Everybody right now is expecting Israel to retaliate, to fire back. Maybe just come right out and militarily attack Iran. Understand, what Iran did over the weekend was unprecedented. It was the first ever direct military attack from Iran on Israel. Israel has every right to respond in kind. Israel has every right to respond militarily. But if they were asking me, someone who is off the charts pro-Israel, someone who will stand with Israel no matter what, someone who wakes up every morning and prays for the safety and the prosperity of Israel, if Israel were to ask me, I'd tell them point blank, ignore them. Shock the world and ignore Iran. Focus on one thing right now, Israel. Finish the job in Gaza. Iran and your haters around the world are expecting you to respond to what Iran did over the weekend. Don't do it. Ignore them. Ignore Iran. Let me make clear, Israel should certainly say to Iran, privately or publicly, if you do something like that again, we will come after you and destroy you. I think Israel should convey that message, but then Israel should not respond at all. At all. Focus on one thing right now, Israel. Finish the job in Gaza. Decimate and defeat Hamas. And then, Israel, once you've removed Hamas, then Israel, work with the moderate Arab countries in the region to rebuild Gaza. That's what Israel should do. Completely ignore what Iran did over the weekend. Look, the name of the game is to isolate Iran and Iran's proxies. The greatest threat to peace in the Middle East is Iran. And all of Iran's Islamist proxies who do not believe Israel has a right to exist and who are pledged to the destruction of Israel. They need to be isolated because they need to be defeated. And the way you defeat Iran is to isolate them. Look, the only way we ever get to peace in the Middle East, the only pathway to true everlasting peace in the Middle East is a coalition of Israel and moderate Arab countries who come together, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Qatar, to defeat these Islamists who want Israel destroyed. Look, all of your haters around the world, Israel, they're waiting for you to respond. They want you to respond militarily so that they can, again, protest, march against you, shout against you, and rage against you. Right now, Iran attacked you. There is, like after October 7th, there's some momentary good faith here, again, behind you, Israel. But so many of these people right now who are quiet, or maybe giving you a golf clap, right, because Iran attacked you, they're just waiting to pounce. They're no friend of yours, and they want you to attack Iran so they can call you the bad guy. So don't do it. Surprise the hell out of them, and don't do it. Look, you're stronger than Iran. Look at what you and the United States achieved over the weekend. 99% of all the rockets and drones and missiles fired at you, you shot down. Along with, by the way, your help from Saudi Arabia and Jordan. Look at that amazing coalition. Look at that amazing victory. It may sound odd, Israel, but you won Saturday night. You defeated Iran. They look really silly right now. Ignore them. I think it would be a brilliant PR move if Israel did not respond. And just finish the fucking job in Gaza. I mean, like now. Go into Rafah, end Hamas now. And just think about how brilliant it will be once Hamas is removed and you've won the battle in Gaza, and you then turn toward your moderate Arab allies and say, okay, gang, together, let's all of us rebuild Gaza. Think about how isolated Iran will be then. Look, I know, Israel, you were hit and unprecedented, right? I get it. And I know there are so many voices telling you you have to respond. I get it. And you're going to do what you have to do. But just take this advice from a good friend. Shock the world and ignore for now Iran. Finish the job in Gaza. Focus on that. It will, in the long run, and I think the short run as well, it will really strengthen you. And it will shut up all your haters around the world. Ignore Iran. Finish the job in Gaza. I'm Joe Walsh. Thanks for listening. This is White Flag with Joe Walsh. Joe Walsh, whiteflag@gmail.com. That's all one word. Joe Walsh, whiteflag@gmail.com. Make it a good week. Be brave.
Thank you for listening. Remember to listen, share, and follow White Flag with Joe Walsh on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere great podcasts are found. And be sure to leave a 5-star review. This has been White Flag with Joe Walsh.